food is essential for our survival, we get food from plants and animals. As the human population is increasing day by day, food needs to be produced on a large scale to meet the increasing demand of it. When the plants of same kind are cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called crop. Variety of crop grow in different parts of our country. We have two kinds of crop, kharif crop and rabi crop. Cultivation of crops involves several activities undertaken by farmers over a period of time. These practices are preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizer, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting, and storage. Preparation of soil is the first step before growing the crop. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. This allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. The loose soil allows the roots to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes present in the soil. These organelles are the friend of farmers since they further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it. The process of loosening and turning of soil is called tilling or plowing. This is done by using a plow. Plows are made up of wood or iron. If the soil is very dry, it may need watering before plowing. Next step is leveling. When plowing is done, then soil is made leveled with the help of leveler. Sowing is the process of planting seeds in the soil. It is an important part of crop production. Before sowing, good quality, clean, and healthy seeds of a good variety are selected. The tool used traditionally for sowing seeds is shaped like funnel. The seeds are filled into the funnel, passed down through 2 or 3 pipes having sharp ends. These ends pierce into the soil and place seeds there. Nowadays, the seed drill is used for sowing with the help of tractor. This sows the seeds uniformly at equal distance and depth. Appropriate distance between the seeds is necessary to avoid overcrowding of plants. This allows plants to get sufficient sunlight, nutrients, and water from the soil. The substances which are added to soil in the form of nutrients for healthy growth of plants are called manure and fertilizers. Continuous cultivation of crops makes the soil poor in nutrients. Therefore, farmers have to add manure to the field to replenish the soil with nutrients. The process is called manuring. Manure is an organic substance obtained from decomposition of plant or animal waste. This is good for the soil and it is for longer use of it. Manure doesn't spoil the soil texture. Fertilizers are the chemicals which are rich in a particular nutrient. Examples are urea, ammonium sulfate, potash, NPK. The use of fertilizer has helped farmers to get better yield of crop, but in long term, it has spoils the texture of the field. The use of manure improves soil texture as well as its water retaining capacity. It replenishes the soil with nutrients. Seeds sown in the soil require water for their growth. Water requirements differ from crop to crop. Some crops require more water to grow and some require less water. Irrigation refers to artificial application of water to the soil for assisting the growth of the crop. Water for irrigation is obtained from wells, rivers, lakes, reservoirs, and tube wells. Method of irrigation can be considered under two broad categories: traditional and modern. Traditional methods like canal irrigation, furrow irrigation, chain pump, moat, dekhi, rahat are some of the traditional methods of irrigation. These methods are cheaper but often lead to wastage of water. Modern methods: sprinkler irrigation and drip irrigation are examples of modern method of irrigation. These methods help in saving water. Sprinkler irrigation. This is a method that involves pumping water under pressure through nozzles and spraying it over soil like artificial rain. This method is particularly effective for irrigating uneven land and areas having sandy soil. Drip irrigation. It is the method that involves the use of pipes or tubes with very small holes to deliver water drop by drop directly at the base of each plant. This method is very useful for areas having the shortage of water. In a field, many other undesirable plants may grow naturally along with the crop. These undesirable plants are called weeds. The removal of weeds is called weeding. Farmers adopt many ways to remove weeds and control their growth. Weeds are also controlled by using certain chemicals called weedicides. Sometimes farmers are removing weeds from the field by manual process. Tilling before sowing of crops helps in uprooting and killing of weeds, which may then dry up and get mixed with the soil. The best time for removal of weeds is before they produce flower and seed. The manual removal includes physical removal of weeds by uprooting or cutting them close to the ground from time to time. This is done with the help of a khurpi. The weedicides are sprayed during the vegetative growth of weeds before flowering and seed formation. Spraying of weedicides may affect the health of farmers, so they use the protective devices over their mouth and nose during spraying of these chemicals. Harvesting of crop is an important task. The cutting of crop after it is mature is called harvesting. In harvesting, crops are pulled out or cut close to the ground. It usually takes 3 to 4 months for a cereal crop to mature. Harvesting in our country is either done manually or by sickle or by a machine called harvester. In harvested crops, the grain seed need to be separated from the chaff. The process is called threshing. This is carried out with the help of machine called combine, which in fact a harvester as well as thresher. Farmers with small holdings of land do the separation of grain and chaff by winnowing. Storage of produce is an important task. If the harvested grains are to be kept for longer time, they should be safe from moisture, insects, rats, and microorganisms. Harvested grains have more moisture. If freshly harvested grains are stored without drying, they may get spoiled or attacked by the organisms, making them unfit for use or for germination. Hence, before storing them, the grains are properly dried in sun to reduce the moisture content. This prevents the attack by insects, pests, bacteria, and fungi. Farmers store grain in jute bags or metallic bins. However, large scale storage of grain is done in silos or granaries. We obtain many kind of food items from animals. Rearing animals on a larger scale for food and other needs is called animal husbandry. Here are some examples of food products obtained from animals. Milk is obtained from animals such as cows, buffaloes, and goats. It is used to prepare a variety of products such as butter, ghee, and cheese. Meat is obtained from animals such as goat, chicken. People also eat many kind of fish, shrimp, prawns, lobsters, and other sea animals. Eggs are obtained from birds such as hens, turkeys, and geese. Honey is obtained from honeybees.